As a job seeker, you must be wondering, why is my resume getting rejected all the time? I mean, the market's bad, sure, but there are literally so many opportunities that are popping up here and there right now, all over LinkedIn and Twitter. Fret not, I post the job opportunities on LinkedIn and Twitter. You can follow me there. Here's my LinkedIn ID and my Twitter ID. And all you need is now a stellar resume to land that interview. Now the question is, Srimanti, I have such good achievements. I have such a good coding profile. I have so many good projects. I have work experience, internship experience, but why? Why is my resume just getting rejected and I'm not getting the interview? Well, there's this thing called ATS or Applicant Tracking System, which is extremely important right now, and that is the first stage of resume shortlisting. So, what you need to do is you need to upgrade your resume so that your resume becomes ATS friendly and score at least 80 to 85 on a ATS. Yeah, we'll go over all the steps one by one. I'll show you an old resume of mine that did terribly on ATS and scored only 31. And I'll also tell you the steps that I took to upgrade my resume so that now it scores 81 on ATS. And that's the resume I used for my Google Step internship. Here's the list as you can see on the screen. Hello everyone, I am Srimanti and I'm currently working as an ML engineer. I got a lot of requests from people asking me to review their resumes, and I found countless resumes were missing ATS keywords a lot, and that's why they were missing out on so many job opportunities. That is why let's start breaking ATS down. Let's take the first point. First priority is to get the keywords right. ATS keywords matter a lot. I cannot stress it enough. You need to have the right skills in your resume. So go to the job description, see the skills that they are searching for, and add all those skills in your resume in the skills section, which is very, very important. Now, soft skills are also extremely important, and many people often miss out on them. Soft skills include what? Collaboration, teamwork, curiosity, passionate, lead, grow. These all are very, very important soft skills that you need to include in your resume. Next comes the job title. Go to the job description and see what title they are searching for. For example, if it says ML engineer, then it really helps if you have ML engineer in your resume. ATS will be able to identify that. Another example would be, say, content manager, and you have been a marketing manager earlier. So consider adding content manager as well in your resume when you're writing your past experiences, job experience or internship experience. Next point is, do not at any cost make any spelling errors. Resume is a reflection of your personality that the interviewer sees when they're first looking at your resume. And in this case, the interviewer is an AI tool. But if there is a spelling mistake, then it clearly indicates that you're not interested at all. One spelling mistake and it's an instant reject. Remember that. Next comes, put in a picture of yourself. Do not give a pictureless resume. Add a professional picture, preferably in a suit. And as I'm mentioning this, also update your LinkedIn as well to have that same professional picture of yourself. Next is also very important. Use ATS-friendly resume templates from Google Docs. For example, as you can see on the screen, these are some of the resume templates that you can find on Google Docs. Next point is also extremely important. Use quantifiers to show your impact. For example, instead of saying improved this metric in this field using this software, try saying improved X metric using this software by Y% having this implication in this field by Z%. So these metrics are very, very important for ATS. Last but not the least, never ever use personal pronouns and try to avoid passive voice as much as possible. Use only active voices. Okay, so now that we know the theory, let's see the resume that did 31 on ATS, which is an abysmal score, and how I improved it to 81 by incorporating all these points. If you like the video so far, please drop a like, and if you don't, then fret not because it only gets better. Also subscribe for more such content. Yeah, so here's my resume as you can see on the screen. First is quantifying impact. So as I said, my resume, which is this one, It did not have any quantifications earlier, which is not good because quantifiers are an extremely important part of the resume. Do not repeat anything. My resume was having repeating sentences, which was hurting ATS. And this is very important. Weak action verbs. Try to avoid weak action verbs as much as possible. Weak action verbs include something like took, came, did. So these are not good for your resume. Try to include others like brainstormed, awarded, and so on. Now, this is part of the impact. Let's go to brevity. So use bullet points always. This is very important. Try to fit in your resume into a single page, but two-pager is also fine. And bullet points are also very important. I see most of these ATS resumes, they prefer having bullet points greater than 10 words. So try to remember that. And no filler words, no big words. Do not use any big words and those that do not make any sense. Like we call them buzzwords in your resume. Never ever use any buzzwords. And because if the interviewer later on asks you what it means, then, well, if you aren't able to answer, then you're out. Now the style, yeah, there are no buzzwords in my resume. The readability, personal pronouns, as I said, do not try to include any personal pronouns. So this was the one that was scoring 31. And let's look at the resume after I made all the changes by looking at the suggestions here. No need to get pro. Remember that there is no need at all to get pro for resume worded. Just use it as it is and you will be able to get and follow all the rules that I mentioned here to get the resume ATS score to increase to 81. Absolutely for free. Okay, so now this is my resume, as you can see here, which is scoring an 81 on ATS. Okay, now I think you get the idea. This is extremely important to land the interview. And this ATS is an extremely important tool that is often, if not 99.99% of the spaces, interviewers actually use ATS to filter out the resumes. Yeah, so keep this in mind and all the best and see you next time.